Last Christmas, I gave you
my
a
heart.
The very next
day,
you
gave it.
It is me, Bob the Drag Queen, and we're reviewing RuPaul's Drag Race All-Star 7, Episode 7.
Hey.
My
ass.
Merry Christmas. It is me, Bob the Drag Queen, and you all are watching RuPaul's Drag Race. You're not watching Drag Race. This is not Drag Race. This is the piss up. It's been piss up the whole time. Hello, everyone.
Action.
And correction. Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas, and I am Bob the Drag Queen. You're watching The Pit Stop, the official review show of RuPaul's Drag Race. And today, we are reviewing All-Stars 7, Episode 8. And to answer the question, baby, it is fashion.
It's fashion meets...
And it is my dear sister, Miss Peppermint.
Hey!
How are you?
Girl, I am good, and I am very excited to talk with you.
Now, are you on tour right now?
I'm on tour right at this very minute.
Oh my God.
I'm excited. It's called the Letters Live Tour. People can go get their tickets at peppermintonline.com. I'm going all over the country. It is, for once, a real look at the real Peppermint. People are getting a chance to hear me singing about my relationship that I got dumped. And
your ex is watching right now. Do you want to say anything now? No.
Okay, this got awkward.
Now, Ms. Mint, it is the all
Miss Roberta.
It is the all winners, all stars. Now you get asked all the time. What's
kind of
you go back into an all stars?
Who is that?
Those are Peppermint fans.
How dare you? We just asked people to go see my tour, and you're saying this is what they look like?
They're very toothy.
Okay.
They're very. I'm a toothy person too.
Okay.
I'm a Peppermint fan. What about me?
Yeah. Okay. We have to talk about the elephant in the room.
Yes, this is an amazing homage to the Queen, Miss Janet Jackson.
Yes, it was recently her birthday. Mm-hmm. I've been a huge Janet fan forever, and I decided to put together a Janet Jackson-inspired homage tribute video for her birthday.
And she tweeted it, didn't she?
She tweeted it. I cannot believe it. It's Janet Jackson. If you haven't checked it out, just Google Peppermint Janet Jackson. It'll pop right up, and go check it out. And then go buy tickets to my concert.
And fun fact, Janet Jackson almost ran over Peppermint's mom one time in Philly.
It's true. We were at Janet's tour. We're seeing her tour, an innocent young gal and her mother, and we left the show early to escape all of the hullabaloo that happens in the parking lot. And we got confronted face to face with the headlights of Janet's tour bus as we were coming through the parking lot. It was like, whoosh, and Janet peeked out and waved.
That's a meet and greet.
That was the meet and greet.
It might have been almost
There was meat on the street.
Yeah, it was almost the last meet and greet y'all ever had. Okay, so do people still ask you, is it fashion?
Every minute of the day, it's fashion. It's fashion.
Is it wait, but is it fashion?
It's fashion.
And now you're saying people walking to you and just saying race.
No, yeah, race. Oh, I told you about that. Sometimes it's white people and it's...
They crazy.
No, they're nice.
Race.
But it is a little awkward when they just come up and scream
yell
race
at Target.
Race.
Yeah.
Race.
That is very wild.
Okay, I'm sweating. Go.
Have you been loving the pit stop?
Yes.
Did you see a single episode of this?
I didn't expect that question.
Well, listen, I love doing the pit stop with you. I love hanging out with you, talking with you, going to see shows with you. You're one of my besties, and I am very excited to get into this episode with you, honey. All right, so last week the queens had to design these reinterpreted RuPaul looks. If you could pick any RuPaul look to do, which one would you choose?
I would do the one that I already did because it's already done.
Because you already have it.
Yeah.
Go to the closet.
It's the first look that Ru did on the show for the promos. It's Ru in her racing
with the flags?
jumpsuit with the flags. It's on the little statue. Yeah.
Now, you competed on season 9 against Shea, Kool-Aid, and Trinity the Tuck. They're very fierce competitors.
Woo! Girl, right away, Shea was making outfits, second episode or something. And I was like, oh, this bitch is probably gonna win.
Do you think they're girls to look out for?
In the competition? Absolutely, yes! Do you know how fast Trinity is making an outfit?
Very.
She's the fastest. She's always the first ready and the first done. And then she's walking around the room. Would you like me to sew something for you? She helps every single person.
She's helping a lot of people this season. I think it's strategy.
But that's really what she's like, though. She was like that during my season years ago.
That's true. Maybe it was strategy.
About 7 years ago.
Maybe she's still strategizing. Speaking of which, Trinity and Jada were in the top 2 last week, and Trinity won the lip sync and chose to block Evie Oddly because she has 2 stars. The only person with 3 stars was Jada, and she couldn't block her. So do you think it was wise to block Evie Oddly?
No.
That's what I said.
I don't think so. I mean, yes, you gotta block somebody, but I do think she might have blocked the wrong person.
Now, this is where it gets wild. So Jinx was doing this also has 2 stars, but Trinity didn't want to block her because she'd been blocked too many times. I mean, I guess that's nice,
That's
but
not a good reason, though. I mean,
That's
no.
what I said.
It's a good reason.
It's
for
nice.
sympathy. It's nice. But why was she blocked too many times?
because she's the front runner. And if you have an opportunity to put your foot in front of the front runner while she's front running, exactly, don't trip the bitch 3 people behind her, trip the bitch in the front. Right?
Trip the bitch.
Yeah, trip her. Right now. How would you choose to block people? If you had the power to block, what would your strategy be?
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I don't know that I'd know who to block. I mean, to be honest with you, if this experience of doing All-Stars winners is anything like an original season, I would have been so distracted by just hoping I could get to the win that who I was gonna block would have been an afterthought.
Would you be vicious?
I don't know.
A little cutthroat.
Being vicious is only good for the first jab. Oh, I just lost my microphone! I'm sorry. I didn't lose it.
I honestly think that who's probably doing the best game right now, the best social game, is actually Jada Essence Hall. She
Definitely.
has the most stars, no blocks. No one has blocked this bitch.
Which is why I don't understand why she was so vocal. I mean, maybe there's
we'll get there. That was wild.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about
This episode.
earlier in the season.
Oh, yeah.
When she called out Monet at the morning table.
You're really calling out yourself.
Girl, you're calling out yourself. Don't draw attention if you are fitting into the same box.
Exactly.
It's one thing if she had been blocked a million times, then she should call attention and be like, well, why y'all blocking me, not blocking Monet? But that's it.
All right, now, at this point, Jada has the most stars. Do you think it's because she's fashion?
I thought you were gonna say because she's
You know,
black.
when you have a crown and
What?
it's
Bitch.
literally what
Oh.
you said. That's literally verbatim what you said. It's when you have a crown.
I thought we were guessing something. 2 words. Film. I did not realize that Jada was very good at creating her own looks.
Oh, yeah.
I knew she can wear a look and bitch can walk.
Her season, she made all that stuff, almost everything.
But we never saw her make that stuff.
True.
Really. I mean, she's like whipping it out.
Yeah, it is very, very impressive.
Whipping it up. Whatever, she's whipping
She's
it.
whipping it out. Everyone tune into Jada's OnlyFans where she is indeed
She's not
whipping it out.
She's not whipping it
Oh
out.
no, I saw the OnlyFans.
No. I mean, look, it is an all-winner season. So I expect some greatness. I would not stand a chance.
Now, Monet Exchange and Shea Coulee were the top 2 girls week 1. And that is the last time they were in the top.
It seemed as though they were setting the tone for the season.
Right? Yeah.
But they're still performing very well.
That is true. Well, at one point she was like, I'm slaying. I was like, yeah,
Not
been
one
in the top
song.
since episode 1. I don't know. But also, Shea has proven that she can come up in the rear. No, but in y'all's season, Shea proved that she can
Now I'm only picturing.
Shea in someone's rear.
Oh, what is going on in this?
No, in season 9, Shea proved that in season 9 inches, Shea proved that she can wait until the last couple minutes and really show you what she's got and whip it out. She can whip it out and in the rear. I gotta feel this is not gonna make it.
You don't think? Okay. It's a little risque.
Okay, so after this week, there's only 4 weeks left. And Monet and Shea have won. Yeah, someone's really still thinking about Shea finishing on someone.
Oh, God! Oh, Oh, gosh. Okay.
Now, after this week, you are ridiculous. You are ridiculous.
It's your fault. You said it. Okay, hurry. Say the question.
Okay.
Say the question.
There's only 4 weeks left. Can Shay and Monet actually come back at this point? Is it even possible?
Well, according to what Monet's saying, she'd have to win every single episode.
Well, Monet be saying a bunch of crazy shit. You know this. Monet, but yeah, they'd have to both be in the top.
Okay, what's the math?
So there's 4 weeks left. Then Jada has 3 stars. They are 2 stars behind. So they're going to need at least, you need to be in the top.
At least 3. At least 2 more wins.
And hope that Jada doesn't get any more.
But that's 2 more weeks anyway, so somebody's going to win. Yeah. So
exactly. So what do you think Monet and Shay are thinking about? They're in the end. They are in the back.
They're not happy.
But you seem very happy. Are you taking joy in them being in the...
No. I think they're not happy.
Well, you were a front runner your season, so you didn't really have to worry about this. You were second place.
What are you talking about?
You were doing great the whole season. I mean, you had a couple of fashion faux pas here and there.
You know what? I'm gonna accept that. I'm here to officially accept that. I lip synced at least twice.
And how many challenges did you win?
I only won 1 challenge, and that's the problem. But hello, you know what they did? Hello.
So RuPaul comes into the room and announces that it is officially the Yuletide season. It is Christmas in July, and we are doing Santa's School for Girls. Is this your kind of challenge? Just like acting?
Oh, yes.
Goofy,
I love it.
silly? Because you are an actor. You are on Broadway, multiple TV shows. I mean, the resume is long.
Darling.
Yes, honey.
I think I would do a good job. You know?
Yeah.
I like it. And I love the horror component to it.
Oh yeah. It was a
lot. It was like Mean Girls. It was some kind of a Christmas movie in general.
Mommy Dearest.
It's like a lot of movies.
There was a lot rolled into this. Speaking of roles you played, because you do a lot of acting, you were in The Bitch Who Stole Christmas. Right?
I was.
I was like, did I say
I was in it.
You were really great in this film.
Thank you.
I went and watched it.
Oh, yeah, it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Not knowing what to expect, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, not a made-for-TV movie, but it was really funny.
It was a very funny movie. The script was funny. The writers were phenomenal. The writers.
Freudian, not a Freudian slip.
The writers were fantastic.
They were really good.
Yeah, we did a solid job.
Now, Trinity won last week's challenge, so she gets to cast all the parts. This is where the it gets wild.
Yes, it does.
This is wild.
But this is where she shows her ass. Literally.
Right?
Yeah.
So, Trinity's casting the parts. So
and I'm not mad at it.
Me either. I love strategy. So she goes, all right, you, Viv, because you let me choose first, I'm gonna let you choose first. And then she goes.
That was strategic and diplomatic.
Tit for tat. They're getting a role. Then Jinx and Monet are trying to both be this character. This Miss Toe.
Miss Toe. Crystal Toe.
Yes.
Crystal.
Crystal meth. Crystal.
Crystal Toe.
Miss Toe. No, her name was actually
Miss Toe.
It was actually Miss Toe, but her first name was actually Camel. That was actually the script, yeah. She came up with her first name, Camel.
Yeah, that's right.
So Monet and Jinx are
up for the same role. And
they audition.
They audition, which has never been done in the history. I don't think so.
That's not true. Ooh. Because you remember the very famous Rosé versus, who was it?
Denali.
Rosé versus Denali, where Rosé ate Denali down.
In an audition?
Yeah. Who do you think won the audition?
I mean, based on the peanut gallery being Raja,
one person,
it seemed apparent that the feeling in the room was that Jinx did the best audition.
So then Trinity is like, well, I have a deal with Monet.
She threw that right out there, and she's like, so I'm going to give the part of Miss Toe to Monet.
I mean, I would say
she's not looking up.
She honors her alliance. She plays a very good strategy. I mean, helping the girl sew, doing the tit for tat, honoring her alliances.
Trinity is very good at keeping her eye on the prize.
So I do think there is a small bit of the girls conspiring to take Jinx down. And that's smart because Jinx is really crushing it.
She's crushing it.
Raja's actually really happy for the role she got because she feels like it suits her personality. Now, would you want to play a part that's similar to you, or would you want to play something like really different? Would you want to be like, because I mean, actually, you kind of did this with Brittany. You chose to go way out of the box.
Chose?
You ended up going way out of the box.
I hated that.
But you nailed it.
I still hated it.
Jinx initially is not excited about this small role, but now she's like leaning into it. She's like she's trying to, milk this
It
cow.
feels a little spiteful.
Right? Like Jinx, I think Jinx wants to win in spite
of. Yeah. I could kind of sense the spitefulness.
She is seething. She will never say it. She is
angry.
Seething. In terms of big roles and small roles, does size matter? Do you need the biggest role to have the biggest impact?
Well, it is the largest opportunity to really show off the different things. And whatever, if it's a bigger role, it's going to have more scenes, also more of an arc. You know, you're going to see that character change. You're going to see them do different things in different scenarios. So it just provides more opportunity. And if you're in one role or one
there's also
scene,
more opportunities to up and mess up over and over again.
That's true. That's true. There is a lot of pressure having a larger role.
The Vivian's Joan Crawford. Well, okay. There's a lot. It is, in my opinion, it's Erica Andrews as Faye Dunaway as Joan Crawford.
It is like the everlasting gobstopper of drag performances.
There's
a new flavor every single time
Donald
we see
Trump
her.
was in there?
Donald Trump was definitely in there.
Okay, here's the thing. In the queer canon, a lot of times people are referencing Faye Dunaway as Joan Crawford. And she was doing a very...
It was like a little bit caricature of...
Yeah, like for example, if you watch Jessica Lange as Joan Crawford, that's actually much closer to how Joan Crawford was.
Yeah.
Now, Faye Dunaway was doing
camp.
Baby.
It was camp.
When people reference Joan Crawford, they're really just
referencing Mommy Dearest.
Yeah, Faye Dunaway as Joan Crawford. And now we're referencing Erica Andrews as Faye Dunaway as Joan Crawford.
No, we're referencing, which is very strange in there, Erica Andrews as Faye Dunaway as Donald Trump as Joan Crawford.
The layers. So do you think that all these choices for the Vivian were smart? Because Ru is cracking up though, but Ru is cracking up.
Ru was cracking up in the filming of it. That's true. The writing called for some of these Joan Crawford-isms.
Right? I love the looks though.
And the look was 100%. I think it was kind of a trap. You know?
Maybe,
there was something about it that just, it didn't click as much as I would have liked it to have.
I can see that. Janiska Bravo is there to direct. She's the director of Zola. Mm-hmm. Do you think it actually helps to have someone like that good of an earnest director?
Yeah. If anything, because it gives these actors a chance, these performers, these drag queens, the opportunity to be in the room with somebody who really works in the industry. These aren't just some kooky drag queens. These are real entertainers who've got some real skills. And it seemed like Janiska was impressed thoroughly by some of them.
There's also a lot of humor in Truth. That's really where you find a lot of humor in the Truth. Okay, let's talk about Santa School for Girls. Okay, how do you think the queens did overall?
They did great.
I agree.
I think their performances were good. Everybody seemed to really commit to everything they were doing. I would have loved to have seen a little bit more of Jada in the skit. Jinx definitely stood out. Certainly Viv stood out a lot.
Right? Yeah.
I think Raja definitely stood out in an interesting way. She stood out.
Made some really great choices, I thought.
Yeah, she made some really great choices. Those three definitely stood out the most for completely different reasons.
Yeah.
And in completely different ways.
You know who did a good job? Trinity did a really good job this episode. She had very few lines, but like once they gave her the note to like take joy in the absence, it really started to shine through in the performance.
And it wasn't quite hitting the mark before that.
Yeah.
It was an excellent note from Janiska. Yeah, I think she did a great job. She really did.
So now that you've seen it, which part would you want to play?
Probably the teacher who's the hippie.
Same.
Yeah, probably the hippie teacher.
That's like a really fun role.
There's a lot you could do with it.
I agree. Now, before they go to the runway, Trinity calls out the fact that Jada and Raja are the only queens who have not been blocked.
She's trying to remind them.
Right? It's called megaphoning.
Yeah.
She's megaphoning on them, okay? And then Jada starts making this really...
I don't know what happened. Go.
Weird. She was like, honestly, the fact that I haven't been blocked, why would you guys start blocking me now?
I'm practically winning.
Bitch, shut the hell up and win in silence. And
it doesn't make any sense.
I mean, how did it play out? Look at the end of the episode.
Boom.
Bitch got blocked. She brought up in the middle of the room.
She brought up in the middle of the room when everybody's getting ready. Girl, don't do it that way.
A speech.
Hello. I got something to say.
Everyone, I have the most stars.
More than any of you.
I have never been blocked.
And I'm practically winning. Even if you won from now on, I'm still the competition. Remember that. Remember that.
Continue your contour. Bitch, shut the hell up. Let's talk about the runway.
Ooh,
Category.
This
is a great category.
This is a great category.
Category
I
is...
love this category.
Knitter, please. My knitter.
Lordy, knitter, please. Okay, knitter.
Category is nitty nitty bang bang. All right, what do you think of this theme?
The who? The theme?
The category.
I love the theme. The category is great.
What do you think you would have done?
I probably would have played with the, I don't know what you call them, those knitted blankets that are, you know, on the back of the couch is like on the back of Roseanne's couch.
Yeah.
Those, you know, with the different.
Oh, they're like really colorful often.
Yeah, I would have played with that sort of look.
I always wanted this idea where you walk. So let's say I'm like knitting the dress.
As you're doing it.
But then I come out and imagine if I hook the dress onto like a hook or something
in the back
at the top of the runway, and as you walk, it just unravels, and then you're in a bikini and you're like,
oh, I love that idea. Yeah, that would be good.
You have to walk for like a mile though.
Yeah, because that would be a lot of. She went out the door.
Did she do the runway 3 times in a row? Yeah, you have to really go very far. But honestly, that's a great idea. First, we have.
Oh, we're actually gonna look at them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We have the Vivian. Yeah, we have visuals here. We spare no expense. The Vivian is in this white coat / gown type thing. Mm-hmm. What do you think of this look?
I think it's glorious. It almost feels holiday to me. Like from far away, it looks like white fur.
Tis the season.
It just looks really rich.
Yeah, it does. She looks very expensive. It looks very warm, but it looks great. I love this look.
This is a fantastic look for her.
I'm gonna have to have Shea Coulee, who's wearing this knitted dress, these knitted like bangles and like leg warmers, and this hat with this like collar ring. I don't understand the shawl, but I love this look though. I love this look.
She looks so good, and I love that she can bring the blackness and the Africanisms. Is that a thing?
Africanness.
Yeah, the Africanness to it. I mean, I love it. And she looks stunning.
I agree.
And I feel like if there's anyone, I feel like this is, I don't know, but I do feel like this is fashion.
Yeah.
This is fashion, right?
To me, it's fashion.
I don't know.
It's fashion. Up next, we have Evie Oddly, who is in this like hand-dyed fringe knitwear look.
It is next level.
And she hand-dyed it.
She dip-dyed it. What is so great about this is it's like elevated, but it's not in a like elevated, showy way. It feels very like approachable and understandable like the minute you see it.
She said it took her 4 months to make this during quarantine.
I do not have the patience.
So did she just randomly have this and was like, oh, this is perfect?
Yeah.
So she must this like she lucked out.
She
with
was
this.
working on a knitted outfit.
In Denver, it's hot. It gets colder sometimes too.
Cold.
I'm gonna have Jinx Monsoon. This is genuinely beautiful.
It looks like a regular dress.
That being said, Jinx cannot keep getting away with wearing the silhouette.
Why not?
I mean, she is getting away with it actually.
Yeah, but, I mean, how is she not? That's her thing, you know, and that's a part of the Jinx look, I think.
But we should be getting at least some variety.
It's extremely classic, and
it looks good though. Yeah.
I'm very much about the classics.
That being said, again, this look is great.
Yeah. It's a great look. It also looks very expensive.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Up next, we have Trinity the Tuck. She said a fan made this look.
Which I'm like, damn, that is some dedication. Can you please buy a ticket to my show?
And show up with some handmade clothes? This looks great. I love this look.
This is great. We don't necessarily connect Trinity with like avant-garde or anything like that.
Yeah.
And this really, I think, checks both of those boxes.
And I like the leopard print hair with the dress underneath.
With the underneath.
I would say, whoever made this, that knitter is amazing. That's my knitter.
That's your knitter.
That's her knitter.
That's her knitter.
Up next, we have Monet Exchange. Monet Exchange is in some booty shorts with a puffer jacket and a bow. I love this.
This is everything.
So good.
I'm all about this New York vibe, this urban vibe, and Monet, she represents that so well. This kind of look would probably look good on some other girls, but it just like feels right on Monet.
Yeah.
It's like, on another girl, I don't know how to, this probably won't sound right. I won't say it.
It looks good. This is how you wear a puffer jacket on the runway. This is great.
I mean, no one else, you can't get away with it in any other way.
Someone tried to.
Yeah. Did not get away.
Well, you said it, not me. That's your friend. All right, up next we have Jada Essence Hall, who is doing a nod to the Big Comfy Couch.
It also looks really holiday.
Yeah.
And it looks like little doll baby. It's so good. The makeup and hair really contributes to this.
Yeah, I like this look a lot. I think it looks really good.
It looks amazing. Like
Yeah.
it's almost kind of spacey too, you know?
And very well made. Now, we gotta take a breath before we talk about this last look. Because this is phenomenal. Raja looks amazing.
This is why I hesitated before when I was gonna say that this is fashion.
This
is fashion.
Yeah, this is
fashion.
This could be on any runway, anywhere.
Honey. Raja, it's like she's like doing it. She's
Right?
like,
I've said it before. I really think Raja gets fashion better than any girl that has ever been on Drag Race.
and you know how you can tell? And I'm gonna tell you how you can tell. How you know you can tell?
Because she looks good? No. What is it?
Because when you hear her describe it, it's
Yeah.
in such an elevated way, a place of knowledge. Other girls, I think, look at references and I think they're like, oh, let me imitate that. And then, she talks about it like conceptually. And I
That's
just love
true.
that. Hers was a commentary on the juxtaposition between the future and the past. Bitch, whoever thought about that on Drag? Nobody has ever said that on Drag Race.
Not a dissertation.
Honey, and I was here for it.
Honey,
I was
taking
ready.
notes.
I was like, yeah.
Spark Notes. No, this is amazing. I really think she is the most fashionable.
Cliff's Notes.
Yeah, Cliff Notes. What is Spark Notes?
Same thing, I think, but in Britain.
Yeah. Which one's your favorite look?
Okay, I have a top three. I would say Shay's, Monet's, and Raja's.
So after the judges' critiques, we find out the top two are Raja and the Vivian. Do you agree with this top two?
Yeah, I do.
There are only two queens left with a 1 star. Shay
And Monet.
and Monet Exchange. Can they even win the season at this point?
There could be a twist. Unless there's some kind of like twist or something that is like,
Yeah.
then mathematically it doesn't seem like it's very likely.
When you feel like a little disappointed, maybe?
No.
No?
No.
Honestly,
I'd be fine with it.
honestly, that's fierce. Okay, so Raja and the Vivian lip sync to, I think, one of my favorite songs I've ever seen lip sync on the show, Super Freak by Rick James.
Super Freak is like next level.
How do you feel as soon as you hear ba-na-na-na, da-na, na-na? Like, are you excited? What are you thinking?
Yeah, because it could be two of the best songs in history.
It's either
Immediately.
it's either Hammer Time
Or Super Freak.
Viv is making some very interesting choices. Why are you wearing a t-shirt? And then I see why. Because she's doing a
wet
bit.
t-shirt. The whole trick is that
see titties.
the white fabric becomes transparent and there's nothing underneath. You see actual titties. But I think she had on a bra underneath.
Yeah, because I was looking.
I was like looking for nipple. I was looking for titty. I was like, oh, there's no skin. It's just like more fabric.
I was like, bitch, bust out that titty.
Bust
out that titty. Who do you think won the lip sync, in your opinion?
Raja won the lip sync, in my opinion.
Raja now has the option to block someone with the platinum plunger, which is certainly, say it with me, gold. What do you think of her blocking Jada? Is that smart?
I mean, I think it was the most obvious thing to do.
And smartest thing to do.
It was the smartest thing to do, you know? And Jada was basically asking for it.
I mean, literally out loud being like,
Yeah.
don't, I hope y'all don't. Okay, girl, you know what? Since you want to run your mouth, yeah, but
Here you go.
Are you ready for the star count?
Yes.
Here we go. Jada has 3 stars, but she's blocked next week, so she's definitely not gonna get 4 by next time. Everyone else has 2 stars except Monet and Shea Coulee. Peppermint, I have a question for you.
What?
Who is gonna win RuPaul's Drag Race All-Star 7 All-Winter Season and be crowned the queen of all queens?
RuPaul.
Honestly.
Instantly, before even seeing any episodes, I have high hopes for, and people I'm rooting for, anybody on my season. So Trinity and Shea, of
Favoritism?
course. Hey.
Nepotism, go ahead.
Then the nepotism part is my niece, Monet. Definitely very much. And so those are my top 3 that I was like, before even seeing any episodes.
Peppermint, thank you so much for joining us. You're on tour. Again, where can we find you?
You can find me anywhere. You can find me at my social media and on peppermintonline.com/events to get the last few tickets to the show, Letters Live, which is touring all over the East Coast, West Coast, and Chicago.
There it is. All right, thank you all so much for joining. Thank you, Peppermint, for joining me. I love you. You're an absolute legend and icon. Me, my sister, Makita. And thank you all so much for watching at home. Join us next week, and we will be reviewing RuPaul's Drag Race All-Star 7, Episode 9. Y'all, we're almost there.
Cut!
Okay, thanks.
This will be in July. All right, Monet. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm just gonna see myself out. It's been a real. Thank you so much. You've been so sweet. You've been so sweet. I'm just gonna see myself out. Kennedy, call the Uber. Kennedy, call the Uber.
Wait, the chair's, what's going on with that chair?
It's painted, so is it only on my butt?
Is that happening on mine?
No, but it doesn't really stay on the clothes.
Okay.
So.
That's Peppermint, not Monet.
I know.
Hi.
I know.